You are being talked about.
Okay. Doing some SKCNM 20s. Doing Grimshell Shocktroopers on normal to get some beat stuff. I just wanted to put this little video out. As I do this, so you can get an idea to how I play White Mage. It's been tough playing a White Mage lately, it's just because a lot of my other better White Mages I looked up to with the game. But I'm going to try my best to do content as White Mage regardless. I usually like to start with an array of buffs here. I held back Protect and Shell a little bit just so that they wouldn't go rushing in the fight. Because I wanted to get, you know, Cure the Stone Skin up, I wanted to get haste on the tank, and all that stuff. I usually like to get boost up too, but a lot of times the groups don't give me the time to do that. So tanks are getting the mobs into position. I usually start off by, once I get Light Art and Solace up, I usually like to get up boost, get up Stone Skin up for my Scholar sub, a couple other buffs. Usually I like to put up Auspice and boost too, but sometimes I don't get the time for it. Oh, they're all grouped up like that. That would actually be a good time for me to get up to strength. Now that all the melees are together, I'll back off after I do that. Stone Skin is helping a lot. Just giving them all sorts of things in the session just really helped out. I could start enfeebling here, like I could go on to White Mage here and throw an Addle during some downtime when I don't need to do much healing. Oh, slow and paralyze are a good idea. Although slow is just not going to work on that paladin. Oh god, I accidentally gave a little bit too much. Yeah, that's when you're enfeebling. That's why I usually don't enfeeble on these kinds of fights, because I don't want to pull hate. So that's why I usually just stick to healing, and it generally works out better, because it doesn't pull much hate as enfeebling does, you know, battle, slow, paralyze, that kind of stuff. I learned why I don't do that in SKCNM. Just stick to healing. Buff it out. Just throw out buffs. I mean, it's good if you can get Addle and slow and paralyze up on these mobs, but not at the cost of pulling hate, fucking up things for the tanks and the DDs. I really shouldn't have done that. But yeah, things are going well. Everybody's had their boost strength. And what boost strength up? These DDs just tear for these mobs. And that's why I took the risk of giving them all boost strength when I found them all clumped up fighting, is because I wanted to make sure that they could tear through these mobs as efficiently as possible. Boost strength. I really think the boost spells are really overlooked by a lot of people in terms of buffs. Boost strength can be quite powerful. People just only care about protecting shell and maybe haste. And even then, caring about haste from white mages days are kind of coming to an end since red mages got haste too. And people will underestimate some of those other buffs that aren't called protecting shell. And it's kind of unfortunate. Well, that was my pop. And let's see what I got here. Got a re-raiser, Stoner 2 in case I level Geomancer, and a bunch of Rumsales. Nothing great, no like currencies or anything, unfortunately, but I think this was the last thing, but I'm done. Looks like the paladin was done, so I'm gonna take that as a sign that I can go. Yeah, that's all there is to these SC, just as a white mage. You just buff to the best of your ability. It seems like people mostly just care about protecting shell, which I think is wrong. And that's why I tend to hold back protecting shell, is that I want to, at the minimum, get up Accession Stone Skin, because Accession Stone Skin helps so much in these fights. People take so much more damage in these fights if you don't Accession Stone Skin first. I find it helps a lot. I also sometimes like to get up a bar spell up, because I have fully merited bar spells. It helps with the magic damage from like if they're ones that are mage mobs specifically, like in SKCNMs where you're dealing with a mage mob. Getting up a bar spell is a very good idea if you have fully merited bar spells, as I do. Boost strength is really good. Just makes the run go smoother and faster. Auspice is kind of nice to prevent people from pulling hate. Well, not to prevent pulling hate, but Auspice can also prevent some incoming damage because of the subtle blow it grants the party. But these days, the DDs have so much subtle blow and gear that I just forget Auspice exists. And sometimes I like to haste. I usually haste the tank, but sometimes I'll haste the DD too. But usually I only have time to haste the tank. And that's about it. It was a pretty good run. I got some okay drops. I got plenty of Rumsales, but I didn't get much else, unfortunately. I didn't get any crafting items for the 109 or pieces or anything, so I'll have to buy some when I get some money coming in. But that's about it. Thanks for watching.